is our pitch. We're doing a thriller, so these are some thriller films that we liked, and yeah, and we've got like Black Swan and Gone Girl and Psycho. Yeah.
We've created sort of basic narratives, which obviously we're going to develop, and we wanted to sort of do a crossover between Scream and Taken, so it was kind of a horror film as well as a sort of kidnapping kind of narrative. The opening of Scream is the same type of opening that we'd like, sort of there's someone on the phone and you don't know who it is, and but we sort of wanted people showing, sort of have people killed off, but then one person just being kidnapped, so it's sort of their struggle to try and figure out what's happening as well as trying to escape.
Okay. Our target audience is going to be, well, our primary target audience will be from the age of about 15 to 25, because if it was any younger then it probably wouldn't be appropriate, and 25 is kind of the right age for a thriller film. And then our secondary target audience is between 25 and 35. We've also taken inspiration from Psycho and how like the shots have been created, and we quite liked how it was done in black and white, so we're thinking about doing it similar, and it created a good atmosphere, made it unique.
In terms of editing, overall we wanted the pace to be quite fast because it's a thriller sort of film, but we're going to have montage editing towards the end of the trailer especially. We took inspiration from the trailer for the film You're Next, and that is a horror film, and at the start it's sort of a slower pace, but at the end it builds up with a lot of short and quick shots which only give a glimpse to the audience of what's happening. We're also going to include over-the-shoulder shots and close-up and establishing shots as well, which will help create a successful trailer.
Locations, we're going to probably, for the Scream sort of inspired bit, we're going to set it in a house so it's like a sense of normality. And then for other shots, we're going to use different locations like dark and derelict places and maybe like distant places which kind of connote that it's hard to escape. Yeah, that's it.
We talk about editing, don't we? Editing? Faster pace. Yeah, okay, good.
Did we talk about sound? Oh, I can talk about sound. We're probably going to use a lot of like ambient sound to create an atmosphere, and then we're going to try, maybe you might write like an incidental soundtrack. We can attempt it, just so you can like build up the tension until the end. And then for titles, we'll probably use like ones that are conventional in thriller films, so quite like sharp edges. I can't describe it. Like eerie. Yeah, that's it.
Guys, feedback. Little feedback. Alfie, what any feedback, guys?
Yes, Katie.
How are you going to reflect on the genre through the mise en scène?
We will probably use, in terms of sort of costumes, a lot of dark costumes for the antagonist, and we might take inspiration from that film, You're Next, they have animal masks on the antagonist so you can't see their faces and things like that.
And we'll use like low key lighting, or like a mixture of low and high key lighting, because if you use high key lighting, people just think, oh, everything's okay, and then it's kind of like ironic.
I thought it was nicely done, the way it was. You sort of said that it's going to be only shown in the trailer, but you didn't keep it as a story in itself. Like you sort of plan it out like a trailer. Like you said what's going to be in the trailer, and you didn't like talk about the proper story.
So we're not fully.
No.
Well, we're going to film it as like a short film, and then we'll pick out the bits to make a trailer.
So you want more detail on the story?